East McKinney is booming with new developments such as the Silo mural, relocation of Tubbs Brewery, and the new City Hall. Development can be positive when keeping preservation in mind, but what was planned to be a preservation project has started to lean towards gentrification. Jason Hernandez, a dedicated and involved citizen of East McKinney, has other plans for his community.
Currently, right now, we are standing in front of what we have called La Tiendita. That's the new name for this grocery store. It's a grocery store that was built in 1953 here in East McKinney. I grew up just 2 blocks away down from the street. Next door is J.W. Webb Elementary. And it's a school that all my brothers, my other 3 brothers went to, my father went to back in the 50s. Everything that we sell will go back into the store to help provide subsidized rates for vegetables and fruits to people here in the community.
Not only will this impact the community as a whole, but it will make a significant impact on the elementary school right across the street.
And what we'll also have is a program for when they come out of school, they'll be able to come here and get a free drink, fruit. We'd say a vegetable, but they're not going to eat vegetables.
One thing I think that it's going to make a big difference for Webb students is because they're going to feel like it's another place they belong. And our whole goal at school is that they belong here and they're proud to be Webb Cub. We'll be proud to be from the east side. Be proud to be right here from McKinney and on this side of town. It's a special place and it's a really awesome. And I think that store is going to make that happen.
Along with this, East McKinney is experiencing rapid development, which is impacting families who have lived here for generations.
Right now, the east side is going through a lot of what we call gentrification. Houses that were once $30,000, $40,000, now they're like $400,000 or $500,000. We have City Hall coming here. We have Tubbs Brewery coming over. So it's just a matter of time until people start buying property and changing it. We're rehabbing the whole entire building from the inside out. But we're going to keep the same character and the structure of it since 1953. We don't want to change it, whereas a developer or an investor would have saw this property and they would have bought it and they would have said, oh, you know what, we could have put cafe in the bottom, put condos on the top, put a dog parlor over here. And I think with that, you're not including the community, you're excluding the community.
Despite the unglamorous renovations required to open this store, Jason has a unique tie to the little store that makes this location worth the work.
I just used to shop there. I used to sell drugs in front of this store when I was a kid back in 1992.
His sentence was shortened from life plus 320 years to 20 years after being granted clemency by President Barack Obama.
I sent him a letter asking him to give me a second chance and told him that if he were to let me out, that I would come back to this community and make up for all the wrong that I did and try to ensure that kids didn't make the decisions that I did and have to end up in prison. You know, you talk about full circle, right? To be here 1992 and then almost 30 years to the date that I signed the lease. I think it was just, it has to be an act of God, right? I mean, what else can it be?
Jason has since turned his life around, and the opening of the little store will make a significant impact on East McKinney.
So what I'm doing is showing them where they see trash, I see beauty, I see history, and I'm going to preserve that. And I'm going to create a place of empowerment where I take into account what was here in 1953, what was here when I was a kid, what was here when we obtained the building, and how do you combine that and you move forward and you include the community and you don't exclude them. So this is going to be a place, to me, a place of empowerment.
This has been Emma Holman, Brooke Muller, and Aiden Lewis reporting for MHS1.